さんどうもこんにちは。テスチャンネルへようこそ。お元気でしょうか。今日はご覧の通りに神保町に来ておりまして、この後印刷が完成された本を取りに来ます。初めて自分もねそれを見ることになりますので、本当にワクワクなんですけど、本当に皆さんのおかげです。いつもありがとうございます。今日はまずは、妹が来て一緒に、妹も食べたことないので初ナポリタンを、食べに行きたいなと思います。
Excited.
Do you see something?
That's nice. Wow. Nice. I see no hair.
私と妹丸坊主になった時私と妹が丸坊主になった写真も載ってありますので、ぜひぜひね、皆さんも見えるのを楽しみにしております。Perfect. Let's go. 後で撮っていきます。3時過ぎね。はい、OK です。行ってきます。あ、じゃあ行ってきます。じゃあね。Okay.
But is the restaurant close by or far away?
Yeah, no, it's close by. It's like a, 5-minute. ナポリタン、大盛りを一つと、あと普通盛りを一つ。Well, you can already see people.
These huge mountains of pasta.
Mountains of pasta.
Nice. Love it.
So, how do you feel like how the atmosphere of this place?
Very cute. I love the wooden stuff now.
Yeah, it's nice. Okay, so I think I'm pretty quick, so I'm gonna quickly explain what I ordered.
Okay.
I ordered something called it's Japanese soul food.
Okay.
Soul food. Napolitan.
Okay.
What's the image do you have? Napolitan.
Napolitan. Like Napolitan pasta or...
Yeah. What's Napolitan pasta? I mean, we don't have a dish called Napolitan pasta in Italy. So,
Like some typical one could be with tomato or some olives or like mozzarella, something like from Naples.
okay, so that's what you picture.
I would imagine something
Okay,
like that.
I think interesting to eat it and evaluate it as an Italian person because we eat lots of pasta in Italy almost every day. I would say we have many varieties, but the Napolitan is, as I said, the Japanese invention. Japanese soul food. It was first made by a chef at the Grand Hotel in Yokohama, a place nearby Tokyo, after the Second World War when the American soldiers was and so they wanted to make something delicious to supply to.
I've heard this story many times. So
Yeah,
the
really?
plates were born because the Americans needed to eat so many plates. Oh,
はい、大盛りの大盛りはい、こちらでお願いします。ありがとうございます。すごい。はい、こちらでお願いします。すみません、ありがとうございます。すごいですね。大盛り、すごい量ですね。Wow. Yeah, and also normal size because, and then also massive one because if you got too massive or what, this is all money, the big portion, I think it's too much.
can you eat it?
I think it will make me ね、ちょっとね、食べきれないかもしれないですね。Okay. So I think first, and we pray. We say, okay. はい。カルチャロ。Go. Nice.
On your mountain of pasta.
Yeah. You should send a picture to Alina, our brother. He loves pasta. And I think he's a good amount for him. Today. Okay. Here's your first time to try Napolitan.
Looks good.
Yeah.
It's actually great.
Really? Yeah. Are you saying for real? Or just with my Japanese people?
No, it's really good. I really like it. Because sometimes like tomato pasta can be very like simple if you don't do it properly.
Yeah.
But this feels like the tomato has flavor. And it's also a bit acidic, which I really like.
Yeah.
Like I know Italians don't do it, but sometimes I add some drops of lemon even on my pasta. And this has that lemon taste a bit, which I really like. Wow. It's
And it has mushrooms.
It has the mushrooms
As well. Like, you know,
Yeah.
maybe, so like in Italy, pasta is often al dente.
Yeah.
Whereas this Napolitan is never, if you cook it like the Japanese way, it will never be al dente. Because they say that in the traditional way of making it,
Yeah.
to soak in the ingredients well, they will almost, I don't think in this case, but in some cases they will cook it the day before and then soak in the ingredients.
Wow.
So
Okay.
that's, you know, that maybe some people say maybe they prefer al dente, but that's the reason behind it, to make the ingredients emerge more.
Yeah, but it's not overcooked. It's not like al dente, but it's also like good consistency.
Yeah. This place is one of my favorite ones in Tokyo. Because, you know, sometimes when making pasta, it's very easy to, if there's too much sauce, it can be almost like liquid, it becomes almost like pasta soup. It shouldn't be minestrone. But this, no.
Yeah. It's good.
I'm kind of scared of throwing it onto myself, so I'm gonna go forward a bit. The amount,
Yeah.
and you know, this, if we turn it back into, let me check how many euros. Okay, can you guess the price for my plate, or also your? I mean, mine would be might be a few cents more expensive, but
Okay.
what's the price for this pasta? As we eat.
Like, well, I'm not an expert of Japanese prices, but maybe like 1,000
No, I say euros.
euros. Okay.
How much would you pay in Italy for a decent? Like, I mean, you would never get a plate
So much
as
pasta.
big. Never.
Yeah.
When you go to eat pasta in Italy, I mean, the maximum you can get would be a normal size plate,
Yeah.
yes, to be full. In some places, even so little, because then you're supposed to order more ingredients and more stuff. So that's why I quite like about Japan, that you can go eat pasta big.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Yeah. So what do you think the price would be?
Maybe like 8 euros, something like that.
Cheaper, 6 or just below 6 euros.
Okay.
This amount of pasta, ingredients, and salad as well.
Yeah. Great.
It's crazy. The pasta almost costs like this drink. Why not?
To be honest, this for me, it's quite like Italian, you know? I don't see like so much merge. Maybe, yes, it's like, as I was saying, a bit more acidic.
What is this?
But I can imagine like people doing this in Italy.
Yeah.
And so it's not so strange. So it's, totally fine.
Have some please. Thank you.
Do you agree?
Yeah, but so
Doesn't feel like something odd.
yeah, but on the other hand, would there be any food that, you know, in another country they claim or they have, it has an Italian sounding name, you know, like pizza with pineapple in America or stuff like that. So is there anything that where you say, oh, this is where we draw the line, you shouldn't be using a name that makes it sound Italian when it's so different?
Like for me, I don't care so much.
Yeah.
Like I would say, if I try it, I would say, okay, this is not really Italian, but then anyone can eat whatever they want.
Of course.
And I also say, like, for instance, American pizza is American pizza, but then you can still call it pizza. So yeah, I don't get offended, but I know some Italians are like, oh, this is not pasta, this is
you know,
not
we
pizza.
we travel a lot, so
Yeah.
we don't get offended by these things. You can say it's good, it's not good, then call it whatever you call it, you know.
Yeah.
You know, but in
Exactly.
this case,
Yeah. This is good. It's great. Maybe like we wouldn't really eat, I think, tomato pasta in a restaurant. That is also a thing, because it's usually something that you make at home.
Yeah.
So yeah, something that your mom, your dad would make, but it's not. I go somewhere and I order pasta with tomato because you can cook it at home.
Yeah, it would be seen as something pasta al pomodoro, which, by the way, I actually, you know what? I don't have a picture so ravioli in Japanese, but there's a chapter in my book which is about
pasta?
No, yeah, it's about Napolitan as well.
Okay.
But also there's a chapter that I think is really beautiful and people love it, people that have read it, and it's about the pomodoro sauce that Pino, our grandfather, used to make. So it's called the Pino's pomodoro.
Nice.
It's so nice. I show it. There's no picture, I don't think, but it's really nice. And it's about. I think it's an episode that people, kind of a bit emotional one, because it's about how he would make. Remember when he was like so done, he wanted to cut the onion himself when he just before passing away, and he made a pomodoro sauce himself, literally and that we then ate at his funeral. So that was incredible. It's like you're almost dead and you're thinking about making a beautiful pomodoro sauce.
It was crazy.
It was really crazy. So that episode is here as well. It's a shame that no one, so people can read it. But it's really beautiful.
Nice.
So
So we wait for the translation.
Yeah, we wait for the translation, hopefully. So please, there's a lot of pasta and we need to.
Go.
I have another question for you guys.
Yes.
They sell it at the supermarket, but I always criticize the people who buy it, because it's a bit, maybe older people, they cannot they don't have much strength or they get tired, so they would buy that. But we always think that the form of Parmesan is better because it maintains the taste. So I would say if I go to my friends' houses, it's not common to have that, the grounded one. But then also maybe my grandma sometimes would buy that or someone, For me, yes, but also the reason is because for me it's very important the size of the Parmesan. So depending on the pasta, you can grate it different size, so bigger or this very tiny bits. And with the already grounded one, you cannot choose, so it loses a bit that function.
先生のメッセージを書こうかなと思って。
Four different colors.
英語で書こう。イタリア語で書いた方がグッとくるんじゃないかなと思うんですけど。What language shall I write for Laura?
What language are you talking to her? Italian or no?
Normally, now, the last time we spoke or by email in Japanese. At Cambridge, we always spoke in English, but sometimes on certain occasions, just like when we were out of the university context, maybe a bit of Italian as well. But I wonder for this book, I want to write something short. I think the book, obviously the book is about Japan and in Japanese, but I feel like because still we're both foreigners, to kind of maybe connect, or it would be more that words they will reach people's hearts more if they are in either the language. And I would say for Laura, she's a native speaker both in English and Italian, so it wouldn't make too much of a difference. But I was thinking of writing something I don't know, this book would not be without you, or something. I don't know how to say it, but this book wouldn't exist without having had her. This book would not be. I think it was a good expression. Maybe would not be without you, but be in the sense of exist. Dear Laura, this book would not be without you. The dedication, the passion that guide me to this day.
Nice.
Cool. You like it? And then today's date. もっとね、うまくできたらなと思ったんですけど、とにかくできました。令和合ってるかな、ちょっとおかしいなこの字。いいか、いい令和6年だけでいいかな。OK です。So I also wrote the year in Imperial era. So we're now in Reiwa year 6. You think it's good? I should love it. Okay, perfect. Now let's eat more pasta. how was this? So this lunch experience. Is there any different? I mean, it was the first time that we're having pasta, but I also must say that this Napolitan
Yeah.
place and like a lot of places that make Napolitan pasta, they are only lunch places.
Okay.
So you wouldn't go for dinner to eat this. I mean, this place itself, it stays open maybe until 5, so you can have a late lunch.
Okay.
But it's not, a lot of places, you know, they will be closed by 7 p.m. So it's not really a dinner place. When you say go and eat Napolitan, the same for omuraisu, the rice covered by omelette, eggs.
Yeah.
I don't know why these things, they are a lunch thing to do.
Okay.
Why do you reckon, how do you feel? Is it because it's a lot of it, or what do you feel about this culture?
Maybe the Japanese people eat more for lunch than for dinner, or not?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't think so. Now these days people work until late, but back in the days it seems like there was a time when you wouldn't really work until that late in the evening. And so these places, they were born as cafes, like kissa, which means a Japanese cafe. Not cafes, like not the chains that we find these days. But when you look for a kissa, there would be a bit more sophisticated cafes, where maybe the one that we went the other day with the books, that was more of a kissa, although not quite. So kissa is more this style, where these days you drink coffee, but also you can eat mostly soul food. So curry rice for sure, Napolitan, and sometimes omuraisu. These are the main dishes for a kissa. And because they're born as this like cafe style, a cafe is not supposed to be open until late in the evening, right? So that might be the reason why they kept this tradition. It's so much. I ordered.
You're managing.
Beh, you know, after all, I'm Italian. So. What about this size of spaghetti?
Yeah, this is quite thick now. It's good.
Yeah.
I also noticed at the supermarket it was all like very tiny.
Exactly. So it's nice that when you come to these places, it's proper and thick enough. Really nice. And you know, it was really funny yesterday. We were at the supermarket and we were trying to find Genovese, so basically basil sauce for the pasta we wanted to cook. And then they were out of stock. I couldn't find it in the whole supermarket. And then I realized I found the tag of the product, but they were out of stock. Because I had first asked someone working there, I said I couldn't find them. And then I said, oh, I found it, but it's out of stock. Then they phoned up the manager and they're like, we have a customer that is looking for Genovese sauce, but it's out of stock. Do we have we will check. And then they went to check the stock and then they said, oh, we're so sorry, but it's coming. It will be restocked tomorrow morning. So like now it will be that. But I loved it. It was just so... I love the situation. There's like 2 Italian customers and then they're checking for our Genovese sauce that is out of stock and making phone calls everywhere. How did you feel? How was that?
Yeah.
Did it happen in Italy? No, not too much. If it's not there, it's not there.
I'm also curious if Japanese people buy the pesto.
Pesto, yeah. Oh yeah, maybe I'm curious because I mean I don't like see that many Italian customers there around that area. How was your first Napolitan?
It was great actually. I didn't know what to expect. I expected something like weird or funny.
Yeah, because I didn't tell you what we would eat.
Yeah. But it was great at the end. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I'm super full now because the portions are
so massive.
Huge. Yeah.
Glad you enjoyed it. Once again, as I mentioned, it's also in this book. I have a chapter called the Napolitan. This book is actually like a menu. So we have primo piatto, first dish, secondo piatto, to divide the chapters in a nice way, and so we enjoy eating the words that I speak about. 222. I'm surprised I wrote this amount of things. And here, I'm also at this cafe. Actually, I have a picture of me writing, with my the copy, Savo Uru Chu. Spaghetti Napolitan. 皆さんここまでご視聴いただきありがとうございました。僕もナポリタンを美味しくいただきました。ぜひ私の本もね、概要欄からもチェックしてみてください。では次回お会いしましょう。またね。じゃあまたね。